Good morning everyone. Welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss chapter 5 exercise 5.5. Okay. The chapter we were doing is understanding elementary shapes, and from this chapter today we are going to do fifth exercise of this chapter, and in this video we are going to discuss question number 1 and question number 3. So here in front of you is the question number 1. We are going to discuss from here question number 1 A part. It is asked in the question number 1 A part that you have to check whether the following are models of perpendicular lines or not. So A part is what you have to check at edges of a tabletop. So first of all, students, you need to check what are the adjacent edges. So if I will take this edge, what is the adjacent edge of this tabletop? Here this one is the adjacent edge of the tabletop. Okay, right? So if I will take another edge from this tabletop, if I will take this edge, what is adjacent edge to this tabletop? This is the adjacent edge of the tabletop. Okay. We have one more picture, so we will discuss the adjacent edges of tabletop from here. So these are the two adjacent edges. So you need to check whether these are perpendicular to each other or not. So students, you can check what do you mean by perpendicular lines? The lines in which angle is of 90 degree, right? And you know these are rectangular tables, right? So these two adjacent edges are the model of perpendicular lines. Here in the first table also you can check this angle is of 90 degree. So it means these are the models of perpendicular lines. One thing is here to note, students, that we are taking the standard tabletop. Okay, tables are circular also, tables can be in other shapes also, but when we generally 90% when we talk about the table, we generally consider it a rectangular table. Okay, so in a rectangular table, adjacent edges of tabletop are the models of perpendicular lines, right? Now next is question number 1B part is here with me. What you need to check here? You need to check that question number 1B part is you need to check whether the lines of a railway tracks are those perpendicular to each other. So here I am going to mark the lines of railway track. So here is one line and here is the other railway track, right? So what do you think? Are these perpendicular to each other? No, these are the models of what? These are the two parallel lines. Okay, so these are what? These are the two parallel lines. These are not the model of perpendicular lines. You can check one more railway track. Are these perpendicular? These are not perpendicular to each other. These are what? These are the railway tracks, and you know that railway tracks are always same distance apart. They never meet each other, the two same railway tracks. So these are the model of parallel lines. These are not the perpendicular lines. Here, due to the picture inclination, you might see that these lines will intersect each other, but actually you know these are what? These are the parallel lines. Okay, these are the parallel lines. These are the model of parallel lines. These are not perpendicular lines. Now next we have the lines forming the letter L. So you know when you were in small age, when you have joined the school in class nursery, so when you have drawn L, what did your teacher say? One straight line and one sleeping line. So it was always it was considered that you have to, whenever you have to draw L, this line should be straight one. So straight line means it should be perpendicular one. So it means the lines forming the letter L are obviously, these are the model of perpendicular lines, because between these two lines angle formed is 90-degree angle. So yes, these are perpendicular lines, right? Now next we need to check the lines forming the letter V. So check, are these perpendicular to each other? No, these are not perpendicular to each other. We can check one more. So again here you can check, are these perpendicular? Is this 90-degree angle? No, this is not a 90-degree angle. So these two lines are also not forming the perpendicular lines. So the lines forming the letter V are not the model of perpendicular lines, right? Okay students, now we will discuss question number 3. So have you ever seen these type of scales, these type of triangles in your geometry box? What these triangles called? We have rarely used these triangles from our geometry box, but whenever you purchase a full geometry box from the market, these are the part of that geometry box, right? So do you know what are these? These are the set squares in your geometry box. Okay, now have you ever tried to measure the angles of angles on these have you ever tried to measure angles on these triangle? What are the angles on these set squares? I mean this angle, and this angle. What are the measure of these angles? So today we are going to measure these angles only. Okay, so let's start measuring these angles now. So okay, set squares can be of this type also, right? Now first of all, what you need to do, you have to place your protractor here, and the vertex of your set square, vertex point where the angle is formed, that should be coincide with the midpoint of the protractor. Students, you must remember in the previous video we have learnt how to measure the angles. So one thing is important. What was that? You have to put the vertex of the angle which you need to measure on the midpoint of the protractor, and the baseline should coincide with the one arm of the angle, right? So you can check in the picture, I have put my protractor like this only. So we have measured, you can check, this angle is of 30 degrees. So decided one angle on this set square, on the first set square, one angle is of 30 degree, right? You can check on your own. Now let's measure the next angle. So now I have put it my protractor on the other side. Again same, vertex is coincide, vertex is at the midpoint of the protractor, right? And I have measured this angle like this. This is how you need to measure. So please, you have to measure on your own and check whether this angle is 90 degree or not. But place the protractor properly on the set square, right? Or what you can do, students, you can draw the set square triangle on your notebook, and then from that triangle you can measure all the angles, right? So again we have measured the second angle. You can see this angle is of what measure? It is of 60 degree, right? Now let's see what about the third angle. So now you have to put your protractor like this. I have placed it. So again vertex of the angle should be coincide with the midpoint of the protractor, and the baseline should coincide with the 0 degree line on the protractor, right? And just check, we will check, and you will get the angle is of 90 degree, correct? So in the first set square, this is 30, 60 and 30 again, this is 30, 60 and 90 degree set square, right? So similarly students, you can measure the angles on the other set square also, and you will get the angles on the other set square are 45 degree, 90 degree and 45 degree. So now question is asked here, so do they have any angle measure that is common? So just check in these two, is there any angle which is common to both? So you can check 90 degrees here on the first set square also, and 90 degrees here on the second set square also, right? In the first set square angles were 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, right? And in the second set square angles are 45 degree, 90 degree and 90 degree. So do we have any angle measure which is common in both? So you can write yes, 90 degree is common in both the set squares, right? So this what we have discussed. This was the question number 3. Sorry, we have discussed here question number 3 of exercise 5.5. So you can try yourselves, kids. You can measure the angles on the set squares and then you can verify. Thank you and have a nice day.